Hi, I'm Thomas Bowles, Prince William County Agricultural Extension Agent. Welcome to our video.
Hi, I'm Master Gardener Robin. I'm going to give you a quick tour of my shade garden right now, which has a lot of spring ephemerals blooming. Later, towards the beginning of the summer, I have lots of different ferns in this garden, and this garden then becomes a fern garden when it's in complete shade during the summer. I have some wood poppies that spread like crazy, and they are in full bloom right now. As you can see, they've taken over. Well, they haven't taken over, but they spread nicely. I have some Euchera, otherwise known as foam flower. As you can see over here, it spread very nicely this winter. Christmas fern. I have a number of astilbes that do really well in the summer. They love the shade. Next to the astilbe are wood asters, white asters, and they bloom late in the season. Black cohosh, which is new last year. I haven't seen it bloom. I don't have all natives. One of my favorite plants is the bleeding heart. This is wild ginger, and it spreads by rhizomes, and I divide it every year, move it around, give some to friends. Here's some woodland phlox that I got from a friend. This is going to be woodland geranium with a purple flower when it blooms. Right here I have the end of the season, but bluebells. This is the spore casing from a sensitive fern. The leaves haven't come out yet. See, some of my ferns are just starting to come up, and they will be about 2 feet tall or more in the middle of the summer. Here's geranium blooming over here. One of my favorite flowers. And some bluebells. I have a number of hostas in this garden. I do have to, the deer love them, so we do spray with deer repellent. Columbine in this garden seeds itself. I have both native and Colorado columbine. Oh, here's a nice picture of the geranium in bloom, and you can see the bees are very active in this garden right now. Pink bluebell. Unfurling Christmas ferns. Star chickweed, which has come in from the woods. Spring beauties also have come in from the woods. Some rhododendron. I think I've never seen it bloom, and I think it probably would like more partial sun. Another hosta. Solomon seal with really interesting flowers, and the bees love it. Mayapple. Bloodroot, which forms a colony, and it was the first thing blooming in this garden this year. ruin anemone, which has come from the woods. I have delphinium that gets pretty tall and blooms in September, I believe, and October. Dark purple flowers. My favorite fern in this garden is the maidenhair fern. It's native and it takes over. I mean, it's not invasive, but it spreads really well. It's a very beautiful fern. Underneath is trout lily, which haven't bloomed yet, but they came in from the woods too. And let me see. I think we've been over here. Crested dwarf iris. There's a foam flower blooming. I hope you can hear the bees. White bleeding heart. I really do love bleeding heart. And behind it is forget-me-not. And geranium getting ready to bloom. I also have a number of green and golds in here that are out in the summer. I don't see them yet. Here's some fiddleheads. My Christmas fern. I also have hay-scented fern in here, and I haven't found that yet. Sensitive fern. It's one of my favorite lady ferns, I call. I'll have a list with a scientific genus and species with this. There's another fern coming up. This may be my hay-scented fern. I won't know until it's completely out. Anyway, I love this garden. All we do really is put, twice a year, we put composted leaves. I take away or break out some of the leaves that have been on all winter in March, and then I replace it with composted leaves. And one of the nicest things about this is I've just started composting this area across my path. And these flowers over here, such as phlox and ginger, have been moving over and starting a new area for me. So I hope to put in some native shrubs in here this year. We do have a lot of pressure from deer coming through, so we do spray deer repellent after the rain, so we'll probably do it again today. Here's some more areas where plants of different flowers have moved out. See the violets. I have a nice little area with a hammock. I use pine straw which is pine needles that I get from friends who have pine trees, and it keeps the weeds down. And I also have quite a bit of partridge berry on my property, so it transplants well. So I like to move it around into these little areas on the beech tree roots for interest. And speaking of beeches, this brown plant here. It's actually a plant, even though it's brown. It doesn't have any chlorophyll. They're called beech drops, and they typically come out in the fall, and they're a parasitic plant that grows on the roots of beech trees. I have quite a bit. It's quite alive, getting its nutrition from the roots. There's a yellow violet. Thanks for stopping by at my shade garden, and as soon as all the ferns get really tall later in June, I'll post another video. Have a great day.
If you enjoyed this video, let us know with your questions, comments, and suggestions for other classes and videos. For more information on lawns and gardens, contact the Extension Horticulture Help Desk. Thank you for watching.